all of that avoiding sickness business didn't get us very far, did it? Can you tell them what you have?
I have some toast.
Well, yes. I think she's got pink eye. It's our first case of pink eye, so I've got her a doctor's appointment for this afternoon. Is it good toast?
And I'm putting my finger in the bottle and I'm licking it off my finger.
It's not a better way to eat toast, is there? We're about to give Mason his first ever rice cereal.
I want to feed him.
Well, Mommy's gonna try first, okay?
Okay.
Because he's never had any before. So, we're gonna try.
I want to feed him. I want to feed him.
Baby, it's his first feeding, so Mommy's gonna try to do it, okay?
Can
Don't touch us. Don't touch us. And don't touch Mason, okay?
He's bitten out.
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to eat yet. He's gotta learn.
Okay. He's sitting in the bumble.
He is. Come on, open up.
Come on, open up.
There you go.
Is he learning?
He's learning. He's gonna learn.
But he's open wide.
Yeah, open wide.
I want to do it now.
Wait,
I want to feed
now
him.
open up.
I want to feed him. Okay.
Don't touch him.
I want to feed
Baby,
him.
listen to me.
Can I feed him? I want to feed him
Mommy.
now.
So I was just about to get ready and put my makeup on when I remembered that Kathleen, one of my subscribers, asked me if I liked my L'Oreal combination as well as high-end foundations. And my answer was yes, and I just wanted to expand on that, talk a little bit more about it. If you haven't seen any of my past videos talking about my favorite foundation combination, this is it. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and Pro Glow mixed together. It's what I wear pretty much on a daily basis. I change it up every now and then. I have other foundations that I do like. My most high-end foundation that I love right now being the YSL All Hours foundation. I love the finish. It wears well. I love pretty much everything about this foundation, but it does clog my pores a little bit, so I don't wear it daily. But yes, this is my favorite high-end foundation right now. I also wear a lot of high-end BB creams in the summer, but foundation-wise, for the best coverage, the L'Oreal is my favorite. So number one, I think that the longevity of this foundation is as good as high-end. Number two, I love the finish. I think it's as good as high-end. Plus, number three, it's highly customizable. The color is customizable. The finish, you can really change it based on your skin type. And that's something I really love about it. Even I can change it based on whether I'm feeling oily or dry. I can use more Pro Matte or more Pro Glow. I do like the Pro Matte on its own. It's just a little too matte. So I add in the Pro Glow for a little bit more of a natural looking skin finish. I cannot wear the Pro Glow on its own. My skin is too oily and it tends to break up really bad on my chin. What else? Oh, also, I am a sunless tanner. I know that not everybody is, but for those of you that do use a sunless tanning product, you know that you need a different color foundation. So this is perfect because it is not expensive and you can add in different colors into your collection without breaking the bank. So when I have tanned, normally I am 101 and 201. When I have tanned, I switch to 103 and 203. And then you know if you tan that it starts to fade within a few days and you're a different color than when you started out, and this is a little bit too dark. So then I take my 103 matte and my 201 glow and I mix these two to my liking, and it is perfect as it starts to fade. until I get back down to my 101 and 201. You can just have a big collection of foundations based on your needs. If you don't tan, you're probably a different color in the winter than you are in the summer. So maybe you would have your summer color on hand, and then in the winter, have your winter combination on hand. I just love this because if I was to do that in the YSL All Hours foundation, I would probably need at least 2 colors, if not 3, and it's honestly just extremely too expensive to do that. It's not like drugstore is inexpensive these days, but so many times you can find coupons. You can do a buy one, get one half off, which is what I just did at Ulta when I got the powder and the foundation. So yes, I love it as much as high-end. I have yet to found one holy grail high-end foundation that compares, so I just stick with this because I really like it. Every time I go to trying new foundations, I find ones I like, don't get me wrong, but I come back to this because it just works for me. I know it's different for everybody. Maybe you love one and not the other. Maybe you hate the entire L'Oreal line of foundations, but for my skin, it really works. That is what I'm using. It is what I'm sticking with, and I'm going to show you now the exact ratio that I do just on my hand every single day. So I start with my Pro Matte, and that is how much Pro Matte I put on my hand. And I don't use all this, but it's just what I find easy. And then my Pro Glow. It's kind of hard to see because I put it right on top and it's the same color. But honestly, I think it's about equal parts. And then I just dab it together on the back of my hand. Just keep dabbing. Now when you're mixing 2 different colors, it's very easy to see when you've got it all nice and mixed up because it'll turn all the same color. When it's the same color, it's hard to see, but you just mix it up real good. And then I just dab it on my face from the back of my hand. And like I said, I don't use all of it, like that's what's left. But it's not super wasteful. I mean, there's not that much left. It's just spread all over my hand. Then I wipe off the back of my hand. And that's it. Not hard at all. It's not that messy. It's not that wasteful. And get my mirror. Great thing about it, it is so customizable. You do what you need to do for your skin. And maybe it doesn't work for you at all, but there's so many ways to play around with it that you just might find exactly what you need. And if you can't find it in any other foundation, it may be the way to go. I am breaking out so bad right now. I have no idea why. I'm sure it is hormone related. Isn't it always? Whether you have a baby, whether you're pregnant, just have a baby, or it's just that time of month. It's those dang hormones. It's hard to go based on that pimple right there because it is so massive and dry and flaky right now. So don't say, oh, the coverage is awful. It didn't cover that at all, because that pimple is just that awful. So Kathleen, I hope that answered your question. I just wanted to go into more detail than I could in like the comments. So I wanted to address that for you. But this has been absolutely amazing for me. Hi. What you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm doing my makeup.
Why?
Because we're gonna go to the doctor soon.
Take this octopus.
Okay.
Okay? And what are these?
That's Mommy's bra.
Is this a ball? Is this a ball?
It goes in Mommy's bra.
Look.
Yes, I see. That's not a face mask. That is the cup that goes in my nursing bra. Turn. Forgot to brush out your hair last night. And it's got lots of tangles.
Because
I'm not hurting you. I'm being very gentle. What's wrong, baby? Well, it has been quite the day. Took Kaylee to the pediatrician. Her pink eye was so bad that she got eye drops plus an oral antibiotic. It's pretty nasty looking, and I am really hoping that none of us get it, Mason especially. But we were at the pediatrician. I went and got my camera out to start filming, and the battery was dead. And I had the hardest time tonight even getting it to charge. So I hope it's not about to just completely die on me. It's 3 years old, and these days things just don't last. So hopefully it's not about to die. Of course, tonight after the pediatrician, we were actually going to go out and do something fun, and I had a dead camera. So we went and got hot chocolate, and then we went through the lights I was telling you about, the drive-through. Once we got off the road and into the drive-through, I got Kaylee out of her car seat and put her in my lap, and she had so much fun. She enjoyed it so much this year. Just pointing out everything she saw, and she was just so excited, and it was so good to see a smile on her face because she is really not feeling good. And I was glad that what we had planned tonight, we didn't actually have to get out into public and spread her germs. So it was nice that it was a drive-through and we didn't have to get out. But we got her medicines. She hates the taste of this new antibiotic. Of course, there were many tears shed over the eye drops going into her eye. It's just been chaotic, and her eyes just keep getting worse. So I took Clorox wipes and wiped down all the door handles in the house, everything that she's been touching, the remote. I know I sound like a germaphobe and like clean freak, but I'm not. I'm just that paranoid about it going to Mason. And then obviously if we get it, that's not good either, but it's so highly contagious. We've never dealt with pink eye. I was just reading all about this. But yeah, I'm coming off as the germaphobe that like sanitizes everything. That's honestly not me at all. I'm the person who thinks that germs are good for kids. Like, it helps their immune system. I let my kids eat off the floor if they drop something. I think that playing in the dirt is good for them. Like, I'm kind of the opposite of the germaphobe. So for me to be like this all season, I think it's having Mason and a toddler. Like, this is a new dynamic for me. Toddlers are like germ central, and then worrying about Mason. What else is I gonna talk about? I didn't have lunch today until 4 o'clock, a little after 4. No, it was right before 4. Didn't have lunch today until 4 o'clock, so I really don't need to eat dinner at 9:30, but I'm getting hungry, and I'm like kind of stressed about all that's been going on, so I just want some Domino's pizza. I bet I can talk my husband into that too. You want to come say hi, Kaylee?
Hi. Hi, I love you. Bye-bye. Bye, kids.
Well, if you have kids watching, she's telling them bye. All right, I'm going to call it a night. We are about to put Kaylee into the bed and then probably eat Domino's in bed. No shame in my game. Oh, and tomorrow night was supposed to be a date night for Greg and I, the surprise date night I was telling you about. And I'm not going to expose the babysitter to pink eye, so I know that it's like right at the cutoff. If she's taking antibiotics for 24 hours, it might be okay, but I just don't want to take that chance because it's a family member and I don't want her getting pink eye. So that'll probably be delayed until the week after Christmas. So hopefully we'll get to enjoy some alone time very soon. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.